Hello. What's up? It's been a few days. Uh I've been playing though. I've been playing. This is where we're at in the campaign. I have played map 18 a little bit, and then I've gotten ATs on 3 of the black maps. So I figured we're going to be playing some Japan today for pretty much the whole stream probably. That's what I'm going to be hunting. If I get tired of it, I might go over to map 18 because I hate Argentina and I don't want to play it. So, oh, turn the music down, idiot. Okay. Yeah. So that's the plan. So I can show my map 18 run as well, but I also want to show my 3 ATs that I got off stream. But we'll start with map 18. I got this like 2 days ago, like early morning, like 2 days ago. Obviously I still have a second from world record, but I'm not going for world record. I'm very curious to see what the champion medal will be here, because if it's like a 47.8, that would be very nice for me to not have to hunt for like a 47.5. But for all I know, it's going to be a 47.5, and that'll be very sad for me. Right now, top 50 is a 47.83, and I think it goes off of top 50, so hopefully it doesn't get improved too much. I don't have a whole lot to say about this map though. It's not my style of ice. It's not the kind of ice I'm used to playing and that I'm better at. Um but I'm still able to get decent times on that kind of thing. So yeah. And it's relatively fun. Some of the non-ice parts, the drifts are kind of annoying on that map, but yeah. I have less than 30 minutes on this map. This map was really easy to learn for AT. There's a lot that I don't do. So here you air brake for this nosedive. And you like turn into this. And you like turn here. Yeah. This was bad. Uh the main thing is this quarter pipe. You're obviously supposed to go through the hole. I just went above because it's way easier, and it's you don't need the precision for the AT. This is just release land clean. Oh, I don't remember this run at all. But this is 1.4 seconds faster than the AT. And there I saved pretty hard. I think you can do that little jump down better. I just didn't care to learn it. And then this is kind of just you set up in the middle, you release to land smooth here, and then you skip all the freewheel, or not freewheel, slow mo. Really, really easy map to learn. I did not think it was going to be that easy to learn for AT, but this one was not challenging at all. So that was nice. And then I think, yeah, I got these in order. So next would be Norway, which I didn't expect to get so soon. Let's see how much time I have on it. Just under an hour. Which is already like the time I've taken on the black maps so far this season is significantly faster than last season, which is very convenient, very nice. I don't have anything to say or really remember anything about this one. This one is kind of just survive it and you're fine. Make the big annoying jumps and it's not that difficult. I only have it by 0.2, so it's not like it's a great run or anything, but This map is kind of just survive, get the ice parts semi-decent. This was really slow, this ice part. And then I imagine you don't need to drift that turn at all, but I was drifting it just to safe it. And then I think, oh no, I got that decent. And then, yeah, it's literally just survive. It's nothing too hard. Aiming this jump, though, is annoying. But, yeah, just under an hour on that, which was very nice. And then Poland took me a little bit longer, I think. Oh, I have 2 hours on Poland. Holy shit. I didn't think I played it for that much, for that long. This one took me a little bit. I had several times that were like barely not AT, so I had to run it. I had to do a bunch of extra runs that I really shouldn't have had to do. What is it? There's not much to say here either. Here you stay super low on this reactor bit. You kind of help this drift to go through there smooth. And then the world record does something completely different here, but I didn't want to learn to do it, so to survive that, like that wasn't even very good. And then here you release and then start accelerating like in the turn. You want to carry a bit of speed through, but you don't want to crash. This map so far has been the most fun, I think. This one, I like this. I'm big fan of this one. This was fun to drive. I like this one, and that's where we're at. I got gold on Argentina. My time's not good or anything, and I have a 119.6 on Japan. AT here is a 118.9, so I need like 0.7. I can watch my PB here. My PB is not good, but I can watch it anyway. You do a weird like release thing there to grip early in the start. Small SD here that I probably do really badly. This flip is annoying and inconsistent. I'm pretty sure my releases here were really bad. Like I have 0 speed through this section. You can go so much faster through here. Yeah, I'm very slow through this part. There, I kind of safed that bit because I kept trying to turn to inside and crashing into the checkpoint there. And then here, I actually clipped there because I didn't slow down enough, and it's no break. So, kind of just have to release through that whole section. And then this part has caused me so many problems. The ending has caused me so many. I have a 118.0, I think, copium time here. And it's not. It's so annoying. I've failed several AT runs on just the ending part. Just have, if you even have like the slightest wrong angle into one of those things, you're fucked. And it kind of sucks. But yeah, I'm already like 3 hours into this map, and it's been kind of a struggle for me. Part of me, though, doesn't even want to play Argentina. I guess I had this last season with Australia and even Canada, but then I ended up doing them anyway. I really, because last season I didn't think it could get worse than agility dash. I hate agility dash. But Argentina has proven to me that it can be worse than agility dash. The map is not fun. The identity sucks. It's awful. The fucking Bob turnaround, that's what I consider, that Bob turnaround the identity, not the PF ending. Like the slalom bobsleigh thing at the very end. That bobsleigh turnaround with the reactor down, fuck that whole entire thing. I hate that map so much. That this genuinely might be a 24 out of 25 season for me. But in like a month and a half, I could have a change of heart and go for it anyway, like I did last season with Canada and Australia. Whereas I thought that I was gonna not get Germany, Australia, or Canada last season, and I got all of them. So there's a possibility, but I really don't want to do that to myself this season. Like, force myself to hunt that bullshit. But who knows? Ooh, that was really bad. This part's weird. You kind of just like break, release, and then like just pray you make it. And then if you don't, you reset. And that's why I have 3 hours on the map. That and the ending are why I have 3 hours on the map and I'm a second behind AT. Some of the maps, like Saudi Arabia, took me less than 30 minutes. This map is taking me it's probably going to end up being like 5 hours. Unless I get a banger run like right now. That was awful. Wonderful. Love to see it. But it's kind of easy to be better than my start. Apparently, I'm not better than my start because I'm behind. But, okay. Yeah. You actually release all the way down to like so slow there, so you can take that more inside. And then you crash there and your whole run is dead. That specific spot has, I think, been my #1 crash spot on this map, is just through that gate there. Getting through here, I've crashed the side of the booster several times to my left here, and yeah. Because not only do you need to make it through there, you need to make it through there with speed. You know, you don't want to drift too much because you lose a lot of time. But like I said, I do have a copium time that's like almost a full second faster than the AT, so it's just putting everything together. That's the difficult part for me, like almost all the time. Is I know how to play the map, I just can't put it all together. Okay, apparently I'm just gonna have shit starts for a little while. That was okay. Not the best, but it works. That wasn't great. This part is very deceiving. How far left you can go and how far right you can go. Because if you go too far right, you crash the checkpoint. If you go too far left, you crash the wall or the reset thingy or anything, really. Also carrying speed through the drift there. Yeah, again, if I if I get sick of this, I'll go to map 18 and hunt some of that. It would be cool to hunt like an ice map enough in the first week to just have champion medal when the champ medal gets put out, but I don't think that's gonna be happening. Like, I don't think I have it yet. I don't think it's gonna be a low 48 or anything. It's gonna be like a 47-7 or something, likely. But not gonna lie, my PB on that map right now, I got, like, it was a random one-off run where I suddenly had, like, -5 on my PB on one checkpoint. So I'm not even 100% sure how I drove it. So I have to kind of learn the map still and how to do whatever I did consistently. So... I no slid. I did my Neo input wrong. Fuck this part, man. Ooh, crashing that booster? That is insane. What a way to kill your run. $119.6, not even a PB, barely a PB. Copium. Yeah, I don't know. This map is... I feel like I lose times... I lose time in, like, random spots that I don't even really understand why I'm losing time. Compared to my PB especially, because my PB does, like, almost every part really badly. As I just showed, it does, like, the worst start. The flip was, like, okay in my PB, but everything else sucked. Like, I clipped the wall on the NASCAR after the Neo slides, which aren't actually Neo slides, but I Neo slide them because I fear. This map is kind of weird. It kind of feels like something they built and like weren't. It just kind of, it feels like a last minute kind of map. Like they had 4 maps done and they were just like, "Well, just build something and we'll put it in." Like it doesn't feel like the other maps at all for some reason. It feels like too campaign like in a way. Like it feels like a black map from like 2022 just like made a little harder. And then they put the Japan scenery on it like last minute. I just went from -7, which would have been AT, to -5, or minus not even -5. So I don't know where to gain. I don't know what I'm doing wrong that I'm losing so much time. I drifted maybe a little too much at the ending. I'm not even like happy I just PB'd. I don't care. I couldn't care less. Although if I did just get AT, then this whole stream would have been hunting ice. Because my ass is not playing Argentina, especially on stream. I did go back through the campaign a little bit and improve some of my discovery times on like the first 10 maps or so. But yeah, I have like no interest in playing any of the other maps like usual. We need another campaign with like a really stupid easy Uber bug, like that one campaign a couple of seasons ago. Because I hunted that map a lot because it was really easy to get a good placement on it. The only way I can hunt like a white map is if there's some bullshit like that on it, I think. Uh, I don't even remember what map 7 is. Oh, that. I just went to map 18. Instinct. My brain just wants me to play ice. Part of me wants to kind of improve Norway more, even though I have AT. Just because there's ice on it and it's kind of a fun map. But the jumps are so bullshit that I don't think I want to bother at the same time. Like, I hate that map, but I also kind of enjoyed playing it at the same time. Oh my god, sometimes the camera just doesn't work too well there. And I end up in Alt Cam 1 by accident. Yeah, I say this is the Neo slide part, but then like that whole section you don't have to Neo slide. It is very awkward. Like the NASCAR parts seem kind of too forced. Like, I don't know how to describe it. They feel strange. And it kind of feels bad having to, like, at the ending, you have to slow down so much in the no brake NASCAR parts, and it feels very odd. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that kind of thing anyway, but like, this start is also really annoying. You have to do this thing, you like minimize airtime, and then you crash the checkpoint half the time, and then the left drift through the checkpoint, the one after it. I just don't like the I don't like how the flip isn't like a deterministic. You just kind of PF into it. Like that one, the Red Bull map. The I forgot the name of the map. The Red Bull map with all the water, and they like force a flip by having you like crash into a little thing that flips you down. I think that makes more sense than whatever the hell we have here. I don't like this kind of flip where you have to like time it perfectly, and if you time it any little bit wrong, you just are dead. And you lose like half a second or more. It might just be Amsterdam, might be the name of the map. Like probably half my resets are doing this and hitting and dying. The other half are at the ending. Like I'm +7 right now, but I wanted to continue because that part's so bullshit. Like you start braking and releasing like here, and then it doesn't work. And then even with a decent landing like that, I'm still +7 from getting it wrong. Ow. Like this part I don't like. Slowing down like almost into gear 1 to do that whole section without. And that's the way, at least from the last time I watched the world record, that's how they're doing that. They're slowing down that much. I don't know if I've watched this 115, but they do that. Oh, they actually go high. They get a clean landing. They don't slow down nearly as much as I do. They carry a lot more speed through that. Yeah, like they full release like all the way to there. And I just don't like it. And then yeah, they hold a slide through there. They make it look easy. Like other than not carrying nearly as much speed through certain parts, I don't think I'm doing much wrong. I just can't get my shit together and put a run through. I'm gonna try at least what I assume Propanoia did in that part. I just tried to do it, but I might have mistimed it a little bit. Because I'm like braking and releasing and just like letting go of it and just flipping. I mean, without hitting every possible wall I can, it might work more. Okay. They also go way higher on that wall ride thing there. That first little speed slide, the record got like 530-ish by the wall ride. I'm getting like 515 because speed slides don't make any sense. I think I'm not even getting 515 actually. Okay, like 520. Okay, I'm doing it wrong now. I'm doing it worse than I was before now. Maybe release a little later and not at the visual cue I'm using. Release like here. Counter steer. I mean, okay. I didn't gain anything, but I got through the section. In fact, I lost, but okay. Oh, okay, I guess I'm not speed sliding. And I have plus 30 speed from not speed sliding, which makes perfect sense, to be honest. I think my speed slides are so bad they aren't even worth doing, personally. Like, I'm probably losing by trying to go for the speed slides. The few speed slides there are. God, the start is so ass. Can I go lower? No. Not that low, at least. Where do they jump? Here. Just like right here. They do like one release. They go like here and they release. They don't do that, but I will continue with that because I can't be asked to figure it out. Oh, I wish the camera would follow me better there. We have way too far to the right. Somehow made that. I have 0 speed though. Oh, look at that. I feel like that split after the flip, I just need to ignore it and continue no matter what. Unless I'm like plus 1 second. Then there's a problem. But if I'm like plus 0.1, fuck it. Who cares? I have a bunch of time save everywhere else. That I could get. I only need 0.24. The flip can suck me for all I care. I hate this whole section. Jesus Christ. Come on. I feel like I have the worst angle possible for this. Oh my god, dude. That extra drift tap costs probably like 0.2. In that hairpin part, somehow I'm like +4, and I don't know why. Because I feel like I'm not doing the previous part that terribly, but I'm like half a second behind, and it's kind of infuriating not understanding why I'm losing so much. Okay, I got 530 there, but it doesn't fucking matter. Ooh, I love touching the wall there, yes. Without an SD, I'm getting 530 anyway. What is the point of SDing there? Why would you bother? All it does is potentially make you slower if you overslide. I forgot that was NASCAR. I've completely just tried to drift. Yeah, I'm getting 530 there without drifting or without SDing. What is the point of SDing that part? I don't think there is one. Proponoia gets like maybe 532, 533, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Getting too much speed there is so awesome. Let me recheck Proponoia's speed there to see if it's actually beneficial. I think the speedometer bugged. 531. No. Assuming it's not bugging out in the replay, it's like 531, 533. Who cares? That speed slide is pointless. Maybe he gets it a little sooner than otherwise, so it saves a little bit getting to that speed sooner, but fuck it, who cares? It's like the least of my worries on this map, to be honest, is understanding that SD and why you do it. It's like the least impactful part of the map for getting AT, I think. Okay, my rotation didn't cancel. I love video games. That's another annoying part about that flip is sometimes you try to cancel your rotation and you just don't. I think you literally have to steer into it. If you don't have a steering input into the crash into the wall and you're just PFing into it, I don't think you can cancel the rotation properly with the counter steer. I got like 528 there. I mean, there I didn't really steer into it, and I was able to cancel the rotation. So I think this game is just complete bullshit, personally. Way too much drift there. Lost all my speed. This is this is not a good NASCAR part. This part is really bad. I do not enjoy that at all. And of course I get the ending. 118.3 on the copium. I completely understand the map. I just cannot put shit together on it. The puzzle pieces aren't going together. They're like lined up next to each other in the right order. They're just not connected yet. Continue the analogy. Blah, blah, blah. There I only got like 515 before the cam change. Doesn't matter though, because I'm still ahead. I fucked that whole part up. Holy shit. If I try to carry too much speed through this, I just can't turn to the right enough, which is why I release and drift probably too much. I'm just trying to survive it, but I'm losing too much time. You can enter into this checkpoint before the speed slide here in a way where you do carry a lot more speed downwards, which I think helps you get to like that 530-ish kind of area. But I also just think the start is not something I should be worrying about so much right now. I'm overthinking the start way too much. There I released a bit too late, so I braked a little bit and it worked perfectly fine. And then I do that shit and then I have to reset. Let's go. I don't know how that picks up on my mic. I see it move and then I freak out. Because I have like filters on it. If it picks me up like swallowing my drink, I'm gonna have to change some shit. Like 523 before the cam change. I don't know why I'm still worrying about it. I need to stop looking at it so intently. Oh my god. A bit too much releasing, but that was good. I think -3 there is pretty damn good for me. Like, why am I -5 or +5? What the fuck is that? There, I excelled too much. There really isn't even a good visual cue here to like know when to stop accelerating. It's what did I even just hit? $119.23, which was not a PB. I keep forgetting I improved to a .1. I'm like playing as if I still have a .7. Too much release there. I could have kept like a little bit more speed than that. I feared I released so early. And then I excel too much here. Don't crash. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, fuck that. I no slid like twice there in that ending. I like completely fucked up the inputs. So that was completely my fault. But My grinding stats right now is at 320. Part of me wants to say if I hit 4, I go to map 18 and play ice for a little while to make myself happy again. So I got 40 minutes of this. Surely I can get a run in 40 minutes. I've already been live for an hour. If I have 40 minutes left of this, then that means I have like 20, 30 minutes to play ice, because I only stream for like 2 hours. I watched like a little bit of the 20, or not the 24-hour race, the 12-hour race that just happened. And yeah, there's, because it's of like a day or two before it, someone asked me like if I'm playing it or if I would. There's no way. A map like that, I'd play for maybe 20 minutes and get sick of it and be like, no, I'm okay. Can there be an ice 12-hour race? I'll play that. An ice 12-hour race that you can enter as a solo team. I'll play that. I'll play ice for 12 hours without standing up and probably die. Yeah, I have to do that weird thing with my camera every time there where I very quickly swap to cam 3 and then immediately back to cam 1 so that I can actually see where I'm going after the flip. Because if I don't do that, my camera is like facing the wrong direction. That's a thing I've gotten so used to doing with camera switches, is if my camera's not in the way I need it, I just really quick go like that to fix it. And it works. That might just be a cam 1 issue though. Sometimes the camera isn't behind your car and it can be a little annoying, but also I cannot play cam 2. And the reason is I already want to puke. Just playing that, I already was like getting nauseous looking at it. Same thing happens. Not to the same degree, but when mappers make a GPS cam 2, for one, it doesn't teach me anything then because the visibility is completely different in Cam 2, and then it also makes me nauseous to look at. I hate when maps have Cam 2 GPS. Like the 3 maps in existence where mappers have put GPSs for all 3 cameras, those are the goats. No one does that shit anymore. There are a few of those that exist. I think that should be a common practice. Either just make your fucking GPS cam 1 or add all 3 camera GPSs. Because cam 2 is unwatchable. It's weird though, because I can watch somebody stream and play in cam 2 and it doesn't do anything to me. But playing it and watching it from like a GPS, I can't do it. I don't know why. It's so bizarre. Ooh, that was decent. And then I do that because I'm very smart. I thought I crashed, not gonna lie. I almost reset. Fucking finally. Top 100 on the map too. Let's go. I knew I had a 118 low in me. I just had to do it. Hell yeah. Let's go. Very cool. Okay. Where am I here? Oh, okay. I'll have number 1 state for a little while. Maybe. I don't know how good the other guy is at the track. I actually don't know that name in the New York leaderboard. I'm not familiar with Frosty. Okay, we're playing ice now. Because fuck Argentina. The map, not the place. I don't know anything about the place to have an opinion. This is a new Narbex record. Why do they have force cam switches on these fucking maps, dude? It makes watching them so annoying. Let the console players bind a fucking camera button. The map, that's the map. There's nothing of note. It's just fast. And Narbex is probably the best at like the mixed tech ice kind of thing, where it's ice and then like speed tech at the same time. brake tap once, and that's what happens. Yeah, I really don't know what the hell I did in my PB, because my PB was suddenly like minus 0.5 to the PB I had before it, and then I just didn't int the run. And now I don't know how to drive that pace. And then there's like the start, which I can apparently lose like 0.3 in, apparently. You have to get this SD like perfect. And I do it like decent enough in my PB to where I kind of need to get it now. Yeah, I didn't extend there and I lost like 0.1. Look how much that line makes a difference. I get it pretty okay in my PB. Where am I? In the middle of fucking nowhere. Oh my god. I lose so much there. Jesus. The thing is that slide, I extended mine in my PB, I think, and I had a wider line. Narbex didn't do that in the record. He just let the slide straighten out like immediately and set up for the next turn. Probably better for it. I don't know. Wait, my stream title doesn't have to be ayaya anymore. I don't know what else to title it. Fuck it. It's staying. I also do a little brake tap there before the ice slide. Which I don't believe Narbex did. It might not be worth. Yeah, I actually just don't know how to drive the map though, the same way I drove it in my PB. I just miraculously had more speed and more just really a good run out of nowhere. And then I'm also just really inconsistent on the tech turns, and I'm really bad at them. So that start line is so important. You either get this right-hander here like perfect, or you lose so much. I don't know where I'm going on that drift. I went like full left. I don't know why. My ghost, that is. If you have no speed here, one brake tap can just send you out into the penalty, and you just miss the finish. But yeah, this map, the driving on it is kind of a mystery to me. Even though I have a decent time, I really don't understand it. Like I said, this is not the kind of ice style that I'm the best at. The faster, like Gear 5, and then also tech. I used to be way more into speed tech than I am now. Now I don't care for it too much. I still way prefer it over like grass or full speed, but I don't care for speed tech nearly as much as I used to. Maybe it's just because I'm not actively playing Track of the Day anymore. Cup of the Day. Whereas when I was playing Cup of the Day like every day almost, I would look forward to speed tech because it was more drivable than grass and full speed and bobsleigh. What the fuck? My slide was... I was locked in. I was not straightening out at all. I did not expect that. Like, no matter what I did there, I would have had to release to straighten out, and you do not want that there. That is really bad if you have to release there. I feel like every ice map that we get in campaigns has some particular start that is so important that half my resets end up going into the start. And it's very infuriating. Because I want to play the rest of the map. Like, you have to get this start perfect, or you lose so much. I think you have to do this, and then get this inside line. And then you have to extend this slide at the right time to get the most speed out of it. Very precise inputs for the start of a map that's 50 seconds long. And there's so many other parts of the map you can fuck up really bad as well. Like, that felt decent, and I was still like minus or +1 or plus 0.1 rather on my ghost. Like, I could tell that it wasn't great, but it didn't feel that bad, but I was still lost a lot. That's too much angle. That's also possible. I would have crashed there without the release. I am kind of hard stuck on this, figuring out how the fuck I drove a 0.0. I really don't know. I really don't have an explanation or an understanding of it. I just kind of was in like a flow state, I guess, one time when I was hunting, like a day or two ago. Like, surely I'm not maxed on this. I just need to figure out what the fuck I'm doing wrong to get back to that kind of time consistently. Just do the start without the The Ascension. I don't know. I am kind of hard stuck on this map. I do not really understand why or how I was so fast and why I can't do that again. Yeah, I already lost like 0.1 to the world record here. Way different line, which is bad. Start drifting around the same point. They're farther to the left on that jump. I go way higher here and way more to the left. I keep hitting my microphone because it's right in front of me. I go way left on that drift as well. Like, this run isn't good. It's just bizarrely faster than what I know how to drive right now. Like, there's so much of this run that sucks. The start is like the only half decent part of it. Yeah, like, I need to be, instead of drifting like here, where do I start my drift? Do I really start it here? I guess so. I need to be like up here. I need to be way more to the left so I could turn in sooner and then have like a better line without doing that brake tap, that like small drift into the ice slide. Like, I need to be like up here. Like way up here. But then I feel like that was still shit. Can I disable my ghost and just watch Narvex in front of me and try and copy it? No, I'm not doing the start. Part of me wishes I didn't get the Japan AT that fast because I am stuck here now. Like, as much as I do want to learn this map and hunt it, this part of learning it better is not what I really had planned on doing for this long today. I keep doing that drift the way I'm not supposed to do it. I need to see when they start that drift because that changes a lot of things. They are all the way up here, all the way on the left, like at the wall. They're starting to drift like later than me as well. And then they're like swinging out with it. They aren't like hard braking either with it. They're just like brake tapping with the drift. That is a crazy line. Holy shit. Yeah. Like here. Oh, that brake tap almost fucked me. I mean, that's a point 0.3. That's like almost back to the pace I need. I think that little bit of studying that part helped quite a bit. And I just had a bad run. Because that is also just a possibility that I just had a bad run. Not that I'm doing something wrong. I might have just had a shitty run. Which probably means I did something wrong, but you know, I think there's a difference. A weird thing happened to me like earlier, like a few hours ago, where I was signed out of like everything on my browser. Like all my YouTube accounts, like Google accounts, emails, whatever, YouTube account, Twitch, everything signed out. And I don't know why. And I really hope I wasn't like something wasn't like compromised. That's like my main concern, but I don't know what it would have been. I just happened to be signed out of everything. I don't know if like my browser updated weirdly or something maybe, and it just I still had like my search history and whatever. Like nothing was gone. It was just I was signed out of everything, and I really don't know what would have happened and why that would have happened. I didn't have any emails saying that like there was like suspicious activity or a new login from some place that I'm not from. It just I was just signed out of a bunch of shit for no reason. And that's annoying when that happens because I have like 5 or 6 emails that are all attached to different things, so I need to have them all signed in so I can get to them quickly. Because I'm really dumb. I don't think it's a bad thing to have like 2 emails, maybe 3, that you attach certain things to and don't attach them to other things. But I think like having 5 to 6, maybe even more, is really stupid. And I am somebody with like at least 5, maybe 6. Oh, my VOD channel is one I didn't log back into. I need to remember the password to that. Because I don't remember if I uploaded my last VOD. Or if it's public or anything. Now that I'm doing the drift like that, it does make a lot more sense, I think, to do it that way. I'm not gaining with it yet, though. Ooh, that was a good corner. Where am I going? I'm trying not to over brake tap because, like, it's really easy to over angle this turn with, like, one brake tap. Uh. Oh, I'm doing it wrong again. I don't know, that going that high up into the left for that drift just seems so unnatural. It seems wrong. But I think it's mostly because you're prioritizing exit speed rather than, you know, because it's not a tech map, it's an ice map. So, like, you're prioritizing having a bunch of speed for the next ice part to make it through it as fast as possible. So you do it maybe differently than you would otherwise. I think I'm trying to treat the turn like it's more of a traditional tech turn. I want to watch that drift too because I'm definitely not doing it right. They just go inside. Oh, they inside out and start the drift. I mean, I feel like that's not too different from what I'm doing, but I really don't remember. They also kind of start angling for the slide here, like in the jump a little bit, not the entire way or anything though. It's like one brake tap. Oh, I had to help that drift too much. Oof. I have like nothing to even say anymore. Not gonna lie. This is the kind of map where I really have to focus like really hard. So it's hard to talk at the same time. Like I didn't have to even focus this much on the black maps that I hunted. I think I just care way more about this kind of map because I don't know. I have a lot more investment in the times I get on ice maps, so I like want to lock in significantly more than I would otherwise. Nice. Okay, just a little bit of like watching Narvex and studying his run a little bit to figure out like the drifts or the first two. Let me watch that last drift because I'm pretty sure I'm doing it really bad as well. Where did they start? This corner or just before the corner, like the middle of the circle where that white line is, that little white horizontal line there. They start maybe a little sooner than that. A little bit sooner than that. Okay. And then they help a little bit. But mostly they just auto slide, kind of not auto slide, but they just let the slide carry through by itself without helping it too much. And then one small brake tap to extend the slide into the finish. I do think this is more of a map I do off stream and just completely disassociate. Is it dissociate or disassociate? I say disassociate, but I think I'm wrong. Disassociate. What is dissociate then? It's the same thing. Dissociate is more mental, so I think dissociate is what I'm trying to say. It's nearly the same thing. Don't you love English? It's so cool. I brake tap. That's what happens if you brake tap that turn. You just go nowhere. That's no brake tap, no help, no nothing. Bad angle. You have to brake tap way later in order to not die. If you brake tap too soon, you just get sent into the void. Oh, I forgot to drift. Let's practice this. They drift like here. They shouldn't be going up to the left there though. Here. That was like 3 brake taps. Not enough. I have a bad entry into that is my main problem with this right now. 4803, which would have PB'd. That is a small PB, but not even a sub 48. I think I'm understanding it better, significantly better. Than I was like 20 minutes ago. I need to do something about this shock mount, dude. It's. Oh, that's why. Is this loud? Sorry. My shock mount wasn't tightened, so my mic was like falling over. Now it's in place and it doesn't move, and it's. That's why it was weird. I don't know. I'm doing the start without the slide extension, and I don't know why. Oh, I did it wrong because I forgot. That was bad. Why did the Spotify thing been floating the whole time? It wasn't at the bottom of the screen. I didn't notice that. Wait, it doesn't the Spotify thing on in the bottom doesn't update unless I have Spotify tabbed in. So it was stuck there for a bit. I also want to change music anyway. Probably only gonna be live for another like 20 minutes or so. We're getting up to the 2 hour mark here, and I am tired of talking already. I didn't shut the fuck up the entire time I was playing Japan. So I just wish there was one season where I have no complaints. I feel like, especially with the esports maps being a thing now, I've had several things every campaign to complain about and be an annoying little fuck about. And I feel like it just brings a negative vibe. And I really don't like it. But I also want to express my opinion. I did the drift wrong again. Part of me wants a new keyboard. I might have said this a while ago, but I have an Alice layout keyboard. It's like a split layout, and I like it, but part of me wants a different keyboard that is like normal. I would really love a full, like 100% size keyboard with a left numpad. That would be ideal. but those are hard to find. And I don't really want to build a custom keyboard, especially if it's like, if I have to like buy a bunch of shit to like solder in the switches myself and all that all that garbage. I don't want to do that. Like, as neat of a hobby as I think keyboards are, my ass is not buying a soldering iron and building that myself, man. It's also really expensive. Keyboards as a hobby, especially like artisan custom keyboards and stuff. It's cool. If I had like infinite money, I'd probably have a bunch of keyboards, but keyboards and headphones are like, I wish I had a bunch of different ones to just use when I feel like it. The thing with headphones though is, aside from like the crazy shit like planar magnetic headphones and like bone induction headphones, like headphone tech has kind of been figured out for like half a fucking century. Like, they had that shit figured out in like the 70s. So like there isn't a whole lot when it comes to like regular headphones. Because like at a point they all just sound kind of the same until you get into that weird shit like bone induction or whatever. Is that what it's called? I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Bone induction earphones, that is correct. I might call it a little early here. I'd like to hit the 2 hour mark, but I'm kind of done. I don't think I think we had a productive day. We got Japan AT, and I didn't improve on this map, but I have learned quite a bit. And I could see myself improving with what I've learned soon. So let me watch that Japan run again real quick. I lost one placement already on the leaderboard. Let's watch the PB and then we can end. I gave up on speed sliding in that start bit. I don't remember what the minus was around this point. That was not very good. Oh my god, stop hitting the mic. This was fine. I'm pretty sure I had like a pretty decent splits here. That was fine. I carried decent speed through here, and I got through this part faster than I thought I would. And then I safed this part pretty hard. I released probably sooner than I potentially could have. And then here I was like -8, minus -0.8, and I was just like, please God, don't crash the ending. Yeah. I think I might have a copium that's like a 0.0, but I don't care. I do not believe I'm going to be playing this map again after this, so I'm perfectly happy with my low 118. I will be perfectly satisfied with this run for the rest of the season. And yeah. All we have left is Argentina. I don't think I'm going to be playing this map for a while, though, if at all. So if I do stream any more campaign hunting, it'll be map 18. Otherwise, I'm not sure what's next in the Trekmania agenda, because I don't know, I don't have a whole lot to stream in this game anymore. I kind of just wait for the new seasons to start, and then I have like potentially a few streams of content, and then this time I did 3 of the ATs offline, so yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna end here though. Uh Pretty good. I don't know when I'll be streaming again. Depends on if I feel like hunting something on stream or not, probably. But yeah. Thanks for watching. I will maybe be back soon-ish. Maybe. Depends. Yeah. Have a good night, evening, whatever. Goodbye.